Hello everyone and welcome back to the baseball edition of the Casual Fan Podcast, the hardest working, most accurate, most entertaining, and above all else, the most profitable sports gambling podcast you will find anywhere. I'm your host and baseball betting savant, Ben Holmes. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Casual Fan YouTube page. You can also find all my bets on Twitter at Benz_best_bets. Post every day. Had a winning week last week. So if I had a winning week, if you made all the same picks I did, you also had a winning week too. Love to see it. Week 3 is in the rearview mirror. We finished plus 3.7 units. It's pretty good. It's not bad. This week's gonna be better. Special thank you to Chase Anderson. I was a little worried there when the Rockies were down 2-0 thanks to 2 Bryce Harper solo bombs, but my man Chase made sure that bet cashed and then some. What an absolute bum, guys. Just bet against this guy whenever you can. He can never get out of the 4th inning. He's just shocking. And he hasn't been good in a while, so when the Phillies bring him on board to be part of their rotation and hopefully a pennant-chasing year, I don't really know what they were thinking. It's already clearly bitten them in the ass. But yeah, that's the week that was. That was plus 3.7 units. It's nice. Depending on your unit size, that could have got you a nice frappuccino. Maybe it pays you rent for a month. Regardless, that was a win. We're winning more this week. Let's go. First bet, we're going to go back to the well with the Oakland Athletics. We're going to take the Athletics to win the first 5 innings at minus 125. This is Sean Manaea against Rich Hill. Manaea's posted 3 straight quality starts. The last one was 7 innings of shutout ball against the Twins. Conversely, the Rays just got blanked by the Blue Jays. The Rays are 4-6 at home this seseason, and the A's are 6-2 on the road. Basically, this is just an anti-Rich Hill play though, because they both roughly put up 4.6 runs per game, but for Hill, the 41-year-old, his last 2 starts were not good. Against the Rangers and the Royals combined, that's just 6.1 innings he made it through. He gave up 8 runs with 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. And the heavy-hitting Oakland Athletics are going to make him pay. It's as simple as that. So Oakland minus 125. First 5 innings, love it. Now let's shift our attention to the Brewers-Marlins game. I wasn't really sure how I wanted to play this. 2 absolute studs going in against each other with Corbin Burnes and Trevor Rogers. Now what I've been doing all season is taking the Corbin Burnes strikeout number and hitting the over. Every time it's cash. It's a beautiful thing. But that number gets 1 strikeout higher every single start. It's now 9.5 at plus 110. And that totally makes sense. In his last 4 games, his strikeout numbers were 11, 9, 10, and 10. And that's with only going 6 innings in each start. What he's doing right now is legendary. Not to mention the Marlins bats are not good. But with all that being said though, there's not that much value on that play. 9.5 strikeouts is a ton to only get plus 110 back. Now he'll probably do it, but I'm gonna go at this another way. I'm gonna say that in the first 5 innings of this game, the Marlins don't score a single run. This strategy worked earlier in the week. We did it when DeGrom faced the Nats, and that paid at plus 140. And I think it's just as likely to happen. In the last 3-game series the Marlins played in, they only put up 1 run in the first 5 innings of those 3 games. So over 15 innings, the first 15 innings of those games, just 1 measly run. I think Corbin Burnes is gonna absolutely dominate, and that's the way I'm gonna attack this game. The Marlins to not score a run in the first 5 innings. If you don't want to do that, you could take the Corbin Burnes over strikeout number, maybe take the Brewers to win the first 5 at minus 200, whatever you're kind of comfortable with. But I found this bet to be the best play and the best value for this game. Now let's shift focus to the Phillies-Cardinals game. Both teams are minus 110 to win, and I'm going with the Cardinals. Phillies are 2-7 on the road. The Cardinals are one of the better power hitting teams this year, and they just swept the Reds. Now Zach Wheeler, his numbers do look okay, but that's greatly influenced by his first light out start against the Atlanta Braves. In his 3 starts since then, it's been mess. 16 Ks, 8 walks, 4.89 road ERA. And in the head-to-head matchups, all of the Cardinals' big hitters, Goldie, Arenado, DeYoung, Molina, they all have really good career numbers against Wheeler. And now you look at Adam Wainwright, who's pitching for the Cardinals today. He's entering his 16th season, and so far, so good. He's actually the opposite of Wheeler. He had a really bad first start, but has really righted the ship since then. Now granted, 2 of those starts were against the struggling bats of the Washington Nationals, and although the Phillies did take 2 of the 3 games in which they played earlier this year, the Phillies are 5-12 in the last 17 in St. Louis. And because I think the Cardinals will put up runs here, I am also going to take the over 8 runs. I think that 8's a fairly low total. I think it will at least push. And like I said, Wainwright's numbers are good so far, but you have to take it with a little bit of a grain of salt as well. And now I'm going to leave you guys with 2 tasty underdogs. take the Mariners at plus 150. Now that line is moving quickly towards the Mariners. I wouldn't be shocked if by game time, you're looking at the Mariners more like plus 130, plus 140. And rightfully so. They have a better record. Akidi, who's pitching for the Astros tonight, has been terrible. There's no Jose Altuve in sight at the moment. The Mariners have only lost one series all year, and that was against the White Sox, who are a great team. They've beaten the Twins, the Orioles, and these Astros, and they just split a series against the Dodgers and the Red Sox. They flat out, by quite a long ways, been the most profitable team to bet on this year. So when you see them at plus 150 against not an elite team, you just take it at this point. And finally, we're going to go with the Texas Rangers plus 130. The Angels are 3-7 in their last 10, and they're just not scoring enough runs. Jordan Lyles is pitching for the Texas Rangers tonight. He has 18 strikeouts to 3 walks on the year. And without Trout or Rendon, the Angels lineup is just not a threat. Now, there are reports of them being close to returning, so if you want to hold off on making this bet until the lineups are released, I would actually advise that. Now, people love betting on Shohei Ohtani when he's pitching, but he has had no control at all this year. He has a 1.62 whip. And put it this way, he strikes out almost 2 guys an inning, and he only has 3 more strikeouts than walks. That's how many free passes he's issuing. I know the Rangers are the most free-swinging team in baseball, but surely they'll come in with the strategy of let's let Ohtani find the strike zone at least. The Rangers took 2 games off the Angels in the series they just played, and I don't see a reason why they can't take a few more games again. Now, the Rangers just got swept by the White Sox, but they put up 12 runs over those 3 games, and I don't see the Angels scoring that many more than 4 runs in this outing. So a quick wrap-up, guys. We're going to take the Oakland Athletics to win the first 5 innings against the Tampa Bay Rays. That's minus 125. Speaking of the first 5, we're going to take the Miami Marlins to not score a single run in the first 5 innings, facing the Cy Young candidate Corbin Burns. Love that. In the Cardinals-Phillies game, we're going to take the Cardinals to win at minus 110. We're going to take the over 8 as well. And 2 dogs to finish us off. The Mariners at plus 150, the Rangers at plus 130. So guys, go have some fun with it, win some money. I'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, peace.